Hey guys, this is Troy from GAMELADS75 and today we are doing the podcast episode 2. With me today I have my co-host George.
Hello guys, just like to say thanks for the response last time. It was quite good, surprisingly, for the first episode. We weren't really expecting that much because it's such a long video, like podcasts are so long, you wouldn't really think people would take the time to actually watch it or watch all of it. Quite a few people did watch all of it and we got a good response, so that's why we're doing another one today. So that's great.
With us today we already have George, me, and we also have Dan.
Hello guys.
And we have special guest Joe.
Russian.
Hey.
He really wants to be here today, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't want to be playing Battlefield.
Definitely wasn't dragged here.
No.
Hey.
Oh, Joe, we've got your welcome gift. It's
A welcome gift.
The limited edition Xbox headset.
Oh, it actually came with a headset.
It's gone now.
Alright, well, anyway,
Yeah,
that actually leads us on to our first topic, doesn't it, Troy?
The Dan's new Xbox.
Yes, my new Xbox.
What is it even called? Is it
Xbox
just the
E.
360?
No, it's called Xbox E.
Is it?
What
Yes.
E?
Really?
I don't know.
Well,
I know
it's the new Xbox 360, and first things first,
Harrison.
it
We should
is.
put a picture in.
Yeah, we'll put a picture on.
We'll take a picture of
Put a
it.
picture
We'll
on.
take a picture of that one that we
will
actually
be
have.
Visual content.
Yeah,
Against
We'll
our
just
old.
get one
We'll
from
have like
Gitmo,
two
yeah.
side-by-side image
Oh.
of that one and that one.
that'd be lovely.
Good.
So
Is that one even allowed to stand up on its...
Oh, it can. I just like it like
Yeah.
that.
No, 'cause the Xbox One can't stand up like that.
No,
Oh.
it can't.
That one can. It's got little grips there.
I want
Well-
to see what happens. Everything inside
Por-
just breaks.
Portal just opens and it goes way back to Microsoft to sell again.
right, well, you've had the old one, which was the
Arcade.
premium arcade. I don't know what it is.
Like
Yeah,
6
it
years
was-
old.
it was
You've had it for 6 years, haven't you? And
Yep.
it's the 360's been out for like 8, isn't it? You
8
said.
years, yeah.
So that's a pretty good lifespan considering those consoles, especially the arcade ones, were really, really unreliable. Like literally 2 years, 3 years was the maximum lifespan of it. Did it ever red ring, your one?
Nope, never.
Never?
I've never had a red ring.
We
Never
had
red ring.
a orange ring once. That was because it overheated because we'd been playing Viva Pinata for like
That's
18
intense.
hours
It's
straight.
an intense game.
Yes, we love it.
Intense game.
I wish I never sold it.
I've had like 2 red rings, but I punched my Xbox and it worked again.
I don't think I have, but that's a new console there. You can see on the screen, but it's
Doesn't look too bad.
so much smaller, isn't it? And it's
Yeah.
Tiny.
ridiculously small. I mean, I've got the Slim, which is
Yeah.
The
the
one
model
up.
previous to this one, and that's quite a nice console, very quiet, and this is another very quiet console, but I actually think this looks better than the Xbox One.
Yeah.
That's not difficult, but yeah.
It's got the same design as the Xbox One.
I think it looks better.
I just want to say one thing
Weirdly.
about it. When we bought it, you won't be able to see. I'm just pointing to these guys here, but this bit here wasn't attached.
Oh, really?
The disc
the
tray,
disc
you mean?
tray.
The disc tray, no, not the whole disc tray,
The
just
cover for it.
front,
just
yeah.
the cover.
Oh,
And I don't know whether it was supposed to be or not.
Oh, is this the thing with your mum?
Yeah, my mum trying to push it on, but there was a bit on it we needed to take off, but she thought, no, we're not taking that off. We're gonna get it on without taking that off. So she almost broke it in the first 5 minutes.
Oh dear. But no, it's surprisingly quite cheap, isn't it?
It's 169 I got it for.
£169. That's brand new.
It's about $200-ish.
$200.
Yeah, about $200, I think, in American.
It comes with its
American
own Wi-Fi connector.
Yeah.
But I have this one just because.
Wasted money otherwise.
Yeah, and also it doesn't always connect.
Yeah.
It usually is. It's like a booster.
Okay.
But
So, yeah.
I don't think there's any like graphical.
No, on the inside it is exactly the same specifications.
Yeah.
That's,
But it does look good
yeah.
though. I have to say it's 250 gig. Yeah.
250
gig. Okay. Right.
If you want the 4 gig, you can spend £4 less on it.
Wow, £4.
Yeah.
Really?
£4.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great pricing from
Microsoft.
Microsoft.
GG.
Yeah. All right. Well, last time we're moving on to our next topic now, Troy, and this is a topic that I've been having a look at, and it's Elder Scrolls Online. Now, this is really, really disappointing. I know, Joe, this isn't a game that you were looking at all. But
Nope.
I could imagine if it was free to play, you would have played.
If it was free to play, I might have had a look at it. But
So now, ZeniMax earlier this year at Gamescom, they released the pricing for the new Elder Scrolls Online game, which is coming next year sometime. And the pricing structure is pay to play. So they're going for like a World of Warcraft basis where you have to pay a certain amount a month to play the game. But in American money, it's $60 to get the game, right? I think that's just like a standard copy. I don't think there's anything amazing with it apart from a month free trial. So I think that's like £50 in British money. But you have to pay £9 a month for the game, which is quite a bit, really, if you think about it. £9. Oh god, £9, right, every month, and that's $15, and that's quite a bit of money, really. $15 a month. That comes to about, I don't know, nearly $200 a year, $165 a year, including
about $180, $160.
Yeah, $180 a year.
Plus, you're going to need a good computer to run it.
You're going to need
something. Microtransactions.
I'd probably
There's likely going to be some microtransactions in the game.
DLC, things like that. I can imagine,
DLC.
because I mean, World of Warcraft, you have to pay for the actual which is like pretty much a completely new game, really, in a way, but. That's going to equate to quite a lot of money. Now, what they are doing, which you kind of expect they're doing, you can buy like a year's pass with a slight discount, but I don't know what the discount rate is. It's not going to be a massive one, though. So
it'll be like £40, like the Xbox Live.
Yeah, but this, obviously, it's coming onto Xbox One and PS4, and it's going to be the same, you would imagine, wouldn't it? You wouldn't have one better than the other, so it's going to cost like $60 to actually buy the game in the first place.
You have to pay for Xbox Live.
That with Xbox Live. So if we're talking,
Have they said how much Xbox Live is?
It's like £60, isn't it, this year? Mm-hmm. So that's going to be.
And PlayStation, I'm pretty sure
it's 40.
You have to pay for PSN now.
40. Yeah, it's 40.
Yeah,
so
just asking, would that be the first game on Xbox where you have to buy the game and membership? Because I don't think.
I haven't heard of a game that has done that yet.
Because I think, I mean, that's a lot of money. If you're talking your Xbox Live, which if we're saying Xbox One here, so
that and
£50, $60 for the Xbox Live. Then you've got to pay the subscriptions. It's going to be a very expensive game, not only with like DLC as well, but it's going to cost so much, and it's such a shame, really, because I think they would have made tons of money if they would have made
it again,
either a slight, a lower price, like let's say £5 a month. I would have been fine with paying £5 a month. I don't know what you pay for your RuneScape.
It's £4 something.
£4 a month. So obviously RuneScape isn't as developed as Elder Scrolls Online would be, but that's considerably cheaper. And you don't have to pay for the game at first. But if they would have paid, I wouldn't have mind paying £50 for the game, and then that's it. You don't have to pay anything else apart from DLC and things.
Phone.
Turn it off.
I'll turn that off.
Carry on.
You hear nothing. La 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 la.
Actually, that's gonna vibrate off in my pocket. Okay,
that's what
sorry.
She said.
So, as I was saying, okay, that wasn't great. Yeah, so it's going to cost a lot of money, and I think they would have generated a ton of cash just from not having like that massive payment thing. So I think a quote from them at Gamescom is that they want the user to have the full experience of the game, because if they went free to play, they would have to pay money to go into new areas and new places like Skyrim. So I think you can see where they're coming from, but I think they've gone a bit crazy on the pricing. I think if they would have charged the game $60 for the whole game, I wouldn't have mind doing that.
But the thing is, like, I don't know if you've been keeping up with the economic world of tomorrow. I know I haven't. But there's been a lot of rumours that like console games are going to start costing $80, £60 as standard. So we're going to be seeing a lot more of this in the new generation.
I know, but
not on PC though. I mean,
no, PC's,
that won't be.
PC's nice and cheap.
Yeah, nice and cheap.
But it's such a shame. It is such a shame, isn't it? Because it's a game that I really wanted to play,
but it's going to be very unlikely that we're going to play it.
And I don't think they're going to change their pricing structure unless they have, which I don't know.
Unless no one gets it.
But yeah, I mean, they've probably lost quite a bit of their market now because of the charging of the game. But to take a game like Guild Wars 2 for example, very similar kind of style, MMO, massive area. You have to pay £30. That's it. Just get the game, £30. That's it. Done. Bang, bish bash bosh. Stick it in the tray. Got your game going. Bang. No more charges apart from DLC and things like that. But you know, it's something quite nice in paying a bit of money for a DLC because it's completely new. But I don't know where they're going with Elder Scrolls Online. It's gone off. I haven't really heard much about it for quite a while.
No, it's pretty much gone off the radar.
I think as soon as they released the pricing structure, and everyone's like, "Oh fuck this! We don't want to know anything about it."
Yeah.
What do you think, Troy? Because
you
wanted to play this as well.
Because Skyrim was really enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's quite a lot of money now.
It is
especially
ridiculous.
if games are going up to like $60, $80.
Yeah. And as guys, we're not generating any money. It's going to be very difficult to.
I mean, for companies,
pay
it'd
for
be
the
fine,
game.
'cause
Yeah.
they get money
Yeah.
towards
They
what they do.
I mean, at the end of the day, they're trying to make money out of it, but are they taking the right path? It's debatable, really. But you know, if they add microtransactions in, then that would be annoying. But if they would have gone free to play, which no way they would have, I don't think. You'd have to pay so much, but yeah, I mean, Star Wars Old Republic, that was originally charged. You had to pay to play that, and then within a month they changed it to free to play, but you've got to pay so much to do the things on it. So whether ZeniMax decide to do that and Bethesda decide to do that, then we'll have to see. But I can't see them changing their payment structure at all, which is a big shame. But yeah, I think, what's our next topic, Troy?
Well, on the subject of money and stuff like that, Ghosts did actually get a billion or something like that.
Did it?
No,
Yeah.
that is incorrect.
Oh.
I heard a bit about that.
Sold to video game sellers, e.g. Game in America, GameStop. They sold $1 billion worth of games. They haven't sold $1 billion yet. That is incorrect.
Oh, I see.
That is just so that the investors feel like their money is going nice places.
Yeah, because I saw loads of things on YouTube. I never took the time to watch it, but it said Call of Duty makes $1 billion question mark. So there was obviously a catch with it, but I don't think it will get anywhere near.
What they were trying to do there is they're trying to make their game sound bigger than GTA 5.
Yeah,
I don't think
which is quite an achievement and probably not going to happen for a good few years.
But on the topic of Ghosts, I know Dan, you've got it, and Troy's got it. I mean, me and Joe, we don't have anything to do with Call of Duty.
We've seen the sense.
We don't really enjoy the time in playing. I'm really cautious about your cat, actually.
Yeah,
Dan.
it's dancing around the router.
Yeah. That's good.
Look at that.
Alright. Yeah, so Ghosts. Jesus Christ, everything is falling down now.
Good job.
Great.
It's nice and quiet.
So, Ghosts, I mean, I've looked at it, I've heard a lot of mixed reactions with it. I can imagine it being a little bit better on the next gen console, but certainly on PC, there have been a lot of issues.
A lot of problems.
Yeah, because Call of Duty wasn't made for PC.
No.
There's a difference between a game being a console port and the developers actively not making the game worse on PC. Like they've made it so that most PC gamers can't play it because it needs 6 gigabytes of RAM, which is a lot.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
It's like even the most powerful gaming PCs. I've seen a guy he's got dual Titans in his computer, which is a really powerful PC. You should never have frame rate issues with dual Titans, but he does.
They're the big boys, aren't they?
That's the top end.
Nvidia cards.
And then there's no FOV slider, which is a pretty big thing for PC games.
Yeah, but
it's like Infinity Ward actively don't like PC gamers and have made their game worse because of it.
But I think on the console, I mean, it looks okay, but graphically, it's
you can tell that the consoles are at the end of their lives when you have these games like this.
But I think on the next gen, it would look quite good, and maybe it'll be a little bit better. But the things that have annoyed quite a few people is that it's already been hacked, aim bots and things like that I've heard about, which isn't great considering the game's just been released. It does happen a lot, but
just saying, for example, on GTA, one of my friends did get a glitch literally straight away online to get $1 billion.
Oh, they've released the 500,000.
Yeah, I know. I can't get one. I haven't fucking got my hard drive on there yet.
Have they got? Oh, so is it out then?
It's
The
out.
stimulus.
No,
Okay,
500,000.
right. So that's good.
I've already got a house. I've got everything.
That's taken them
Rich.
a long time to actually get that out, which
I
It's a
think
bit
a lot of people
disappointing.
were just getting really annoyed.
Yeah.
But there
But
was a load of glitches.
enough GTA. Call of Duty then. So, sniping, is that something that still can be done?
Yes.
It
I was
is?
doing it yesterday.
Because a lot of people have been saying that it's a lot more, kind of difficult and
You
a bit
can
more.
quick scope, you can't semi scope. And where semi scoping is where you're halfway into the scope.
Right.
You can't actually see anyone through the scope.
You're
but
in the act of going, like, aiming in.
Yeah, it's where the scope's almost at your eye, but you can't actually. You know where it changes, like in Black Ops 2.
Don't look at me, look at the mic.
No,
The mic is a person in this world, Dan.
Yeah.
Do not look at me.
You know where the animation changes from looking into the scope from going.
Still looking at me.
So I don't give a fuck.
Sorry, volume warning there.
Oh dear.
Christ.
Hey, cat.
But no, fuck the sniping now, because this has taken too long. But what are your opinions? What do you like, Dan, about it? Because I haven't played it
I
yet.
love leaning.
You love leaning. You like leaning around the
It's
corner.
better
I
on
love-
Battlefield.
That's
though,
that's funny. I like leaning too, but I do it on Battlefield.
Yeah.
So
So you think it's generally quite a good game? Have you
Yeah.
tried multiplayer yet?
yeah,
Right. You think
it's
that's
a lot
good?
harder to level up.
Right.
Which
It's
is,
double XP.
I know that's the worst thing. It's double XP, and I'm still struggling
So-
to level up.
It's alright.
what do you
Yeah.
think,
The
Troy?
campaign's pretty good. The multiplayer's terrible. Wow, not terrible.
It's not
Sort
much
of
of a
in the
difference.
middle. There's more
I know.
cons and pros.
Yeah.
And,
I know they've added in quite a few features with like the clam. Is it clam
Clam
wars? I don't know.
yeah, you
But-
can't even do that yet. So they said you can do all this stuff, but you can't do it till a later date.
It's
It's
a bit like GTA, really, with the whole
Yeah.
online situation. But yeah, it seems okay. I looked at it and I thought, I might get it. Now I've looked at it properly, like looked at the game itself and reviews of it. I'm not going to get it. I think the best first-person shooter out there at the moment is Battlefield.
yeah.
Solely because I know it's a lot more developed. I mean, the combat is a lot more realistic.
The combat
I know
it
it's-
can be Call of Duty, but it can also be Battlefield.
Yeah.
Like,
So I think that leads on to a question. What is your favourite first-person shooter of all time? Of all
First
time.
person. Ooh.
First-person shooter.
Yeah, but you got like stuff like Titanfall and all that.
You've got
Like,
So
at the moment,
this would be it would be a good question to ask next
we
year.
have to
But
point out that like none of us are particularly like old or well versed in first-person shooters, so we haven't really played that many.
but
My favourite of all time?
your favourite of all time, Dan?
Battlefront.
Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh,
Here we go.
I also want to say Battlefront.
That was my
That's-
first
that's a
ever.
good game.
Star Wars Battlefront. So
The new one's coming out.
Of
next-
course,
It's
yes.
either 2014 or
let's
2015.
go on a topic. Let's talk about Battlefront.
Oh
Good
my
game.
god,
Right.
I love Battlefront.
Battlefront, the first Battlefront. Then, so
Yeah.
that was that was
we've
quite
actually
good.
got it.
That was amazing.
Somewhere down there we've got
Yeah.
it.
Talking. I'll look for it.
It's archived.
I'll get all the Star Wars games out because
We've
they
got
were
quite a
great.
few.
They were
Yeah,
great.
Star Wars.
Talk
Star
amongst
Wars games.
yourself,
I love
guys.
Star Wars games. Bullshit.
Oh,
Not the microwave.
Here we go. Here we go.
Steel gas.
It's
Alright.
Just knocking
It
stuff out
will be
now.
really good with EA.
Yeah.
Even if
It-
they don't add in
Like
destruction.
it's unlikely that they will put destruction in it because none of the other Battlefront games like that. People will- will like.
ones out.
Oh my
There
god!
you go. Lego's amazing.
But they'll use the Frostbite 3 engine, which is what they're using, and they'll use that solely on graphics,
Yeah.
which will mean it will look incredible.
Right, what?
Joe's got one upstairs.
Joe,
Yeah, I've
right,
got,
yeah.
that's- well, don't worry. They can't even see him. I don't know why you're
I
really
know,
getting them
but
out.
I just want to look at them because
Oh.
they're great. So I may put them on the screen, but I think you guys have pretty much got the whole set of Star Wars games. You've got quite
We've
a
got,
few.
we've got a fair few. I
You've
wouldn't
got
say
quite
we've
a
got
few.
all.
You haven't got all of them, but you have got a substantial amount. So
It's pretty weird to
where
see like
is it?
LucasArts
So
on
there's
there.
quite a few consoles.
So,
we don't know.
The first one we're looking at here is Battlefront. Now, Star
The
Wars
original.
Battlefront, the original
Yes.
thing. Now, looking on the back, the graphics are
Not the best.
not the best,
But they were
now,
good
but
for
for the
those
time,
times.
it was very
Yeah.
good. Yeah, but this game was great. I mean,
You could fly.
So,
in
something that like you
Fly.
could do in Battlefront 1 that you couldn't do in Battlefront 2, which I was a bit weird. I found a bit strange, is that you could use air vehicles.
yeah,
There were no air vehicles from what I can remember, other than like the Hoth Snowspeeder.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure that was the only air vehicle.
yeah.
All the others were space vehicles, and
Yeah.
you could only use them in space.
But as a game, it was highly enjoyable. I remember coming around here when we used to play Battlefront all the time on the
Yeah.
on that piece of shit down there. It's just the worst computer I've ever seen in my life. But it ran Battlefront very, very well.
Yeah.
And it was a highly enjoyable game. And I remember it was on the console as well, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
on
I
the
think it was
console.
on the original.
I got it.
Xbox,
Original
so-
I got
Xbox.
the first one and the second one on PlayStation.
It is a 12 rating, which I'm actually quite surprised about.
I don't know. I mean, most first-person shooters are 16s now.
So another game which I found really fucking difficult,
It is.
No.
and it's
yeah.
Star Wars Republic Commando. If you've ever played this game,
I got
Jesus
stuck when I
Christ,
gave up.
one
The ghost ship level. We could not get past
Like
that.
this was back when we were young and easily terrified. That and also a problem we had with our computer is it wouldn't render the HUD.
Yeah.
So we had no idea what was going on half the time.
Yeah, I remember
Wookiees,
playing.
we never got to the Wookiees.
No, we never got to that.
I remember this. I remember Republic Commando. I still sometimes play it if I'm really bored or the Xbox is not working at all. But yeah, it really difficult. And I got this when I'm what age would I have been? Probably about 10, 11 maybe.
Yeah.
And I found this really difficult. And just playing the game, you had to command your squad around. You had to
Yeah.
do all sorts of crap.
Also, that was one of the first games I actually played multiplayer on.
Yeah, it had multiplayer. Like I tried it once, and I
I've
didn't
never
really
tried
know
it.
what I was doing, and we had
Yeah.
to like connect over the phone
And-
line. So
Oh, I remember.
It was it's very difficult, and I never actually got past the first level. There was one bit in the first level which I couldn't do. It was when the super battle droids, there was like 3 of them, and I had no
Oh.
ammo. All the squad members were dead, and I had to try and take them down.
I remember the
In-
bit where you have to go into the droid factory,
Oh.
and there's that row after row
Yeah,
after row of
terrifying.
super battle droids. And
It was
shit.
pretty intense. And at our age, we didn't have a clue what we were doing in video games, and
Yeah.
we were
We
all
thought
very
run
bad.
into it and
Yeah.
shoot it to death.
The
And
knifing.
Troy, was this a console game?
Yeah,
That
was
was
a
a
console
console
game.
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you play this one?
A little bit. I got stuck.
Was
at
it?
this
Did you have it
mission,
on the
and I
console?
never played it again.
Is it
I
on the-
haven't played it till I haven't played it at all.
Did you have it on the console?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
right.
yeah.
Well,
Everything on the console.
yeah, this was an intense game, and for the time again,
The graphics are quite good.
what is it? 2005, 2006 time, maybe even less. I don't know, but for the time, the graphics were outstanding, and I think with a lot of games that are based off movies, you don't really expect them to be that great.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
But this one wasn't entirely based off the movie. It was
It
based
was
off
set in between.
like the
Yeah.
storyline
Yeah.
went off into another part.
And you know, when you look at games from movies, they're not great, but Star Wars is such a popular franchise. I mean, it's
Yeah.
got to be up there with the world's best. So this is a great game. All the Star Wars games are great. I've never actually played a bad one, but the next one Dan's got in his hand is the
Knights of the Old Republic.
Knights of
We
the Old
had the
Republic
second
2.
one. There is the first one, obviously, but
We got the
never
second
played-
one.
We got the second one.
Now,
Now,
this is an
This
open
is
world
another game we never finished.
Open world RPG, very long,
Yeah,
It's a
the
very
story
long
the story
story.
was really long.
and it's quite complicated.
Yeah, and it's very stats based.
and for the age as well we were playing at.
Yeah,
Again,
we were like
every
playing
game.
this at like 10 when like half of us couldn't really even add up properly.
About
This was
I did try and play this about 6 months ago, or between that and a year.
Yeah,
Oh, great word there.
Troy's got his.
Is that your second one?
He's on energy. He's got loads in there.
Oh, fucking hell.
addicted to
What a
lose.
guy.
Yeah, but I tried to download this onto my trusty laptop.
Onto
here.
your laptop. Yeah.
Didn't download.
Didn't
It wouldn't. It played the title sequence and then blacked out.
Right.
Oh, that's the one Star Wars game I don't think I've ever played.
No, I've never played this.
This was only on PC.
And I don't think that ran very well on that one either.
No.
That really did struggle with it at some points.
Yeah.
But this is a very good one because it had you could have tons of different lightsabers, different weapons, different guns.
You could have orange lightsabers. What's not to
black lightsabers.
It did look very
dual
good.
wielded.
Actually. Yeah. Actually, have you got
dual wielding? Oh no, you can do.
You handed that in, didn't you?
Yeah,
but you did have the Force
Unleashed.
But we'll talk about that in a minute.
Oh wow!
Well, we're never playing that again.
Well,
There's 4 fucking discs.
Yeah.
But
that was another thing.
The Sith Lord. This is a game that I really did want to play, but I never got the chance. I'd never really had a great computer.
Just hand it in for nothing ever happened.
But as a game, it looked really good, and for the time, again, a massive world and things like that, quite developed for the time. And
it was open world, but the maps were really linear.
Yeah,
it wasn't like an open world where you can go and explore.
It was set routes,
and I don't think there was any side quests, or if there were, there weren't many.
But it looks very good as a game, and that leads us on to our next. We'll talk about Battlefront 2 before we get onto the Lego.
Be right back, I'll go get it.
Right, yeah, but Battlefront 2.
Battlefront 2, it was where space combat was introduced.
Yes, and
that was fun.
Yeah.
And
that
there's been talks of I remember I saw some dev footage of Star Wars Battlefront 3 before it was scrapped.
Yeah,
the original before DICE took over. And they've been thinking about integrating the space battles with the land battles.
Yeah.
So have a space battle going on above.
You
could fly down and swoop down and
go crazy. Yeah. But I'm really Battlefront 2, a game that I had, and it was intense. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I ever played online, but when you play just in the standard modes, it was almost like playing online in a way, because it has a very unique format of playing the game, doesn't it?
The XL game mode, which basically just put the player count into overdrive.
Yeah.
The amount of players you can have on screen was crazy.
I mean, it was very unique, really, isn't it? The game, because not many games have that weird kind of way of playing it. Here's the box now, but it's got the PG rating. It's like a film.
And you can play as Jedi / other characters. Heroes was what they call.
You could be like Han Solo. You could be like Darth Vader.
Who's the guy that I really like that time? The big
Grievous.
General Grievous. He's
very
OP. Very OP.
4 lightsabers just swings him around.
Yeah. But anyway, it's got a very unique way of playing it, where you have the Battlefront games have got a very unique way of playing it, where you kind of go into a weird kind of single player multiplayer in a way.
What you do is
the single player and the multiplayer are very similar. A lot of the time they use the same maps, and it's basically it was more so just having the multiplayer map. You're having a bot versus bot battle. But the other team have got unlimited respawns, and you've got an objective you need to do. Yeah, it was almost like another multiplayer game mode in itself.
Yeah, I mean, it was. Was there a campaign?
There was a campaign.
It was
what was it all about? Because
I was talking about that.
Following the movies.
Yeah. You'd be.
You were the whole thing was you were following the what happened with this squad of clones that were doing things at the same time as the events of episode 3.
Right.
Joe, do you remember this map in there where there was the campaign, and there was a big mantis, praying mantis type creatures, and you're in the swamp.
Oh, the Ackley.
Yeah.
Ackley.
Oh my god! The first time we tried that, we didn't really know what we were doing.
I got scared of them. I ran away. They're like these, and they run towards you.
Yeah.
And they're massive as well.
So this is a game you played on the console as well. What was it like on the console? Did you play it on the 360 or the original?
I played it on the original and the 360.
What was it like on the 360?
Because on the 360, it was still on. You could only buy it for the Xbox One.
Xbox One?
Xbox One.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, the original.
The original Xbox, and I played it on my 360, and I can't play it anymore. It's impossible to play.
Right. Yeah.
Whereas on the Xbox One, the original Xbox.
Yeah.
Why is it
called the Xbox One? Because it just makes it sound like the first ever Xbox. Why didn't they call? Oh, don't know. Forget that. All right. Yeah.
Anyway.
The original Xbox. Yeah.
And on the original Xbox, it was really like the AI is still really good at that game.
Yeah.
Like even though you were like quite young whilst playing it, it still felt like really good because it was quite a challenge.
Yeah. So it was quite. There were some bits were quite difficult in it, but the next game is the Lego trilogy, which they brought out. I mean, I think is there 3 Lego Star Wars?
There's
another
episodes. There's episodes 1 to 3.
Which
4 to 6, and then there's one that has both of them plus a little bit extra.
Yeah,
we haven't got that one, but we've got.
I've got the first.
We've got 1 to
second.
3.
We've got 1 to 3, and we've got 4 to 6.
It's probably there.
Yeah,
somewhere.
I've got. Wow. Anyway,
I personally preferred 1 to 3. I just didn't. But that was more just because
You were
seen
used to
this.
it.
I didn't like the.
I didn't like the way they did it. How they put 4 to 6 out first.
It's such a.
But anyway,
They were
funny
trying to follow
game.
movies, I think.
I mean,
no. 1 to 3 went out. Came up before 4.
No, I mean the actual moves.
films, right?
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, the general Lego games are actually quite good. I
Yeah.
quite like them, but it just takes on a bit more of a.
It's a more comedic approach to
it's
it.
a very
Which
well,
has
at
it's
the
good and
time.
bad kind of
At the
thing.
time, when we played it, we were young. I mean, if we looked at it now, we probably wouldn't laugh. We'd just be like, we'll just grunt at
That's
it.
stupid.
But no, at the time when we were like at their age, we really enjoyed it. I mean, I've got 1 and 2 of that, but the customization of your character as well. That's quite fun.
you could like
Mix and match.
customize your character,
Yeah.
mix and match.
I mean,
with the
I've
second
passed this game on to my sister, and she plays it a lot downstairs on the Xbox, and she quite likes it, making like a really stupid character and then playing as it. But I used to play this quite a lot, actually, probably more than I should have, because at the time I quite like Lego, and having it in a game was quite good, and
They got a movie coming out soon, apparently.
yeah, the new Star Wars film,
Yeah.
Episode 7. That's going to be made by Disney.
Yay.
But I don't know how that's going to be. I mean, Disney done Pirates of the Caribbean, didn't they?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that
that
was
was good
good.
film.
So if it's anything
Well,
like that,
see,
or anything-
it was good, but it got progressively worse.
Yeah, it did.
The 4th one wasn't that.
yeah, the
good.
ones at the
Fourth
end were a
one
bit
shit.
silly, weren't they?
Yeah.
They got a
First
bit
and-
silly.
Wait,
first and second
did
one
it
were
go-
more piratey.
It went.
It went a bit silly.
How many were
towards
there?
the
1,
end.
2,
4.
4.
Four.
The 4th one was where there was no like
pirate
there were
battles
no
and stuff.
main character. The main characters are fucked off somewhere,
Yeah,
It's
and this
like,
gave
yeah.
you new characters, which then they got rid of because they never made the next one.
yeah. But back onto the subject of Star Wars. I mean, Episode 7. I mean, it's been such a long time since the last Star Wars film came out, and
It's gonna have like.
only serious one.
It's gonna have like Han Solo's son, and
Yeah.
like it's everyone's son.
But I
pretty
think I think Harrison Ford is actually
Yeah.
starring it. That's what I heard recently.
He's like Papa Solo.
Yeah, he's in it, and I think
Zac Efron's in it apparently.
yeah, they've got a pretty weird
He's Han
lineup.
Solo's
I
son.
think that's some rumour, but I don't think any of these people have been confirmed. But I don't have a clue when it's coming out at all. But certainly, it's going to be interesting to see, because I mean, LucasArts, they made such a great set of
Franchise.
things, really a great franchise, and obviously with the games and with the films as well.
How much did Disney buy Star Wars for?
Oh, probably quite a lot of money, because it's such a massive business, and
They've got everything. They've got games. They've got toys. They've got the films.
underwear.
What was that?
They got underwear.
Yeah.
Ow, that was my. Oh, that hurt. Yeah, so they have underwear as well, I think.
And
But-
like bed clothes and stuff.
Yeah, they've
like
got all
that,
sorts
so-
of shit, but it's great. It's great. Star Wars is so fun. It was probably the pinnacle of my childhood, Star Wars.
Oh,
in like
yeah,
games
we-
and films.
we
that
had
was the thing.
lightsabers.
Yeah.
Oh, we had so many plastic lightsabers.
Where did they get thrown out?
Yeah.
They probably did, yeah.
Fuck.
You used to push the little button.
Yeah.
Flick it out.
Those are the days, and we used to go out on the green, didn't we? And
Oh, yeah.
used to when we used to do it when it was cold, you used to twat yourself around the finger with it, and it really fucking hurt. Just
Oh
like
my God.
right around the finger. Shit, really cold. It's like fucking hell. And then that's it. Go home crying.
Your mum puts a plaster on it, even though
Oh,
it doesn't need a
shit.
plaster.
Those are the days. But yeah, I don't think I I might have got a lightsaber for Christmas once, but I
Like
never had as many as you guys.
No.
Do you remember Yoda's one? It was like this
Yeah,
big.
but it's like a little stick
Looks like a
thing.
dildo.
Yeah. Yoda's dildo. Wow.
There we go.
But let's
Episode
talk
7,
about
everybody.
let's talk about Battlefront. Battlefront 3.
With Lego, before we move on, they're actually making a movie, like Lego movie.
Lego Star Wars movie.
No, just Lego movie.
The Lego movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that. I saw like a trailer.
With actual little.
They're little Lego pieces.
Yeah,
They've got
and they
like Lego
actually,
from
like,
tons
move.
of different series. Like they've got like I've seen a Jesus Lego piece.
Is it like
It's animated.
It's
It's
an
not
official
like stop
movie.
motion.
There's like
No.
a trailer and everything.
It's like
I
it's
see.
a normal day and then like fuck all happens and
Yeah.
boom. It's like I think it's what
Lego
age do you think it
movie.
is?
Probably a
Probably a PG.
a U. Lego movie. I mean, but anyway, yeah. Battlefront 3, the new one, coming out.
When it's ready.
Whenever.
Yeah.
It comes out whenever. But we saw a little glimpse of that at E3 this
Yeah.
year, and that was
I
a
haven't
little
seen
glimpse.
I-
Was a little. It's not much down it. It's
No,
just
it's
literally in the snow and just some lasers and shit blowing up. But
No, you see it.
And then
That's
just
for that kind of game. That's all you need.
that is all you
Yeah.
need, and that just brings back so many memories for a lot of people.
Also,
'cause-
Battlefront. We don't care if they use the same maps again. They were
No.
Because they're
perfectly good maps.
brilliant.
Yeah.
You can.
They were.
You have the snow map. You got fucking eight. Is it
I can't remember
ATATs?
the
You got
name of
ATATs,
anything.
and you
This
can
is so
actually
long.
get your snow speeder to wrap the legs and it falls over.
Which
and
is
blows
fucking
up.
difficult when you've got the AI trying to do it.
Yeah, they just.
Like when you're flying, they can't do it to save life, but when you're in the fucking ATATs, they can do it like they were born to do it.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
But no, Battlefront 3 developed by
Dice.
Dice is going to be a Dice one, so
Yeah.
that's going to be freaking insane.
I should point out, it's not the same Dice guys that are making Battlefield.
No.
It's a different.
But they are using
group.
the same engine.
They're using Frostbite
Frostbite.
3.
So Frostbite 3, debate arguably one of the
I want to know
best
what it looks
engines
like on
around.
PC, like high graphics.
Yeah,
everything.
it's I mean,
It will be
it's
real.
going to
life.
be like Battlefront with the destructibility
Like, if
and
you
with
look at
so
how
much
beautiful
more.
like Battlefield 4 looks like
Yeah.
in Ultra,
Yeah.
I mean, you can only imagine what it's like if all the processing power that would go towards destruction is going to go towards graphics and gunplay.
I mean, even if there isn't destruction, it will still be a good game.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
No, it's unlikely they'll put destruction because that's not what Battlefront is about.
No,
Like,
okay, sorry.
if they wanted to, they could have put destruction in the other two games, but they didn't. And
But
you
it's
kinda
gonna
have the
look-
fanboys kind of going a bit crazy over
Hopefully it's going to be good.
Yeah,
I-
I want to be able to like customize my own clone. Like if I
Well,
had a
that'd be
clone,
quite good, yeah.
Yeah,
I could
like
have like
camos.
I could have like paint on him, like
Well,
in
the thing is,
like in Commando, the online for that you could customize your own
Yeah.
clone.
the thing is, like, the problem that the reason that game developers that have like these class-based systems, the reason they don't do that is because they want you to be able to like
no,
distinguish between different classes. You kind of have to be very careful when you do it.
unless you're the droids, because literally the only thing you can see against like the
Yeah.
normal battle droids
Like-
is the color of the stripe on
Yeah.
their head.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think we're definitely going to see more Battlefront 3 next year at E3 probably.
Mm-hmm.
They'll probably release some more content, maybe even an early build of it,
Yeah.
which would be very
beta
exciting
would
to
be
see.
pretty
Yeah,
good.
I think.
it'll likely be more.
When do you think it'll be released? Maybe end of next year.
I would say
2015
end of
before.
next year, 2015 early. Is
Yeah.
kind of my prediction.
Some other games that we did have here was The Force Unleashed, which
Oh, I
was
love
their
We
latest
didn't
kind
get
of.
the second one.
No, we
latest-
didn't get the second one.
We got the
but-
first
No,
one.
I had
First
the
one was
first one.
perfectly
The
good.
second one apparently was really good.
Mm.
But that's another game that they developed, and that was leading on with your own Jedi.
It was a great little sandbox game. Just
It was very
the force physics that they had in that were really good.
That was
Yeah,
so
you could
fun.
like pull bits off, push people off like
Oh,
edges.
yeah.
I just used to piss around and grab like bloody stormtroopers, just throw them around everywhere.
It was kind of like a quest to see the most epic way to kill people.
Yeah, and that was a really good game. I don't know when that came out. When was that?
I want to say
2007.
2000. Oh, I was going to say 2009.
I was going to say 09.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it may have been 09.
Yeah.
But as a game, again, that was another game that I did enjoy playing at the time. Was there multiplayer?
No.
Wasn't multiplayer.
No,
It was
just
just single
campaign.
campaign.
Yeah.
But
they did have some quite good boss fights.
Yeah,
there was
like,
some really.
Then you had to do
There
QT
were.
events.
It was quick time events, but I don't know
No,
if
it was only quick time events near the end of it.
Yeah, you still had to like actually kill him.
Yeah, I remember like the first mission. I think his first
You
mission.
have to like
Darth
throw back
Vader.
the window.
Yeah, yeah.
Darth
Oh yeah, you had the
Vader
prologue
and-
with your Darth Vader and just
That is
owning
very
the
good.
Wookiees.
That is.
The thing is,
such a good
they had
mission.
quite a bit of destruction in.
There was a lot.
There was.
You
There
could
was
like
a
rip
lot.
bits off the side and throw it at
And then,
people.
like in the
Just throw it.
prologue, like you could demolish the Wookiee huts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was good. Did you?
No,
have
I
that?
never
You
played
never
it.
had that game, but that was the game that I certainly had. I think you guys got it first, and then I saw.
Yeah.
Shit,
like,
You-
oh my
you-
gosh.
I think you came out here and played
It's intense, yeah. And you can get like lightsaber crystals, all sorts of little collectibles.
Yeah,
in
you
there.
find them around the map.
And the mission to get
There
the
was a
black
black
lightsaber.
one.
and
that was
like,
that was
oh,
one we all wanted.
That was the
wasn't it?
pinnacle, and then I just cheat coded it because they had cheat codes in that
Yeah.
game. But that's a game that was good. I
Yeah.
really liked that.
It was.
I don't know if they added anything like multiplayer into the second game, but I know that the second game was very good, and I wouldn't mind playing it
Yeah.
a little, but
It's probably quite cheap now.
it probably is. You probably get it pre-owned. Unfortunately, can you get pre-owned on Xbox One or PS4? No.
Wait,
As they
Yeah,
changed
they-
their
they
DRM.
changed it. You can, and it's you can,
You
but
can
you
now.
can't play 360 games on Xbox One. So
But yeah,
That was the. I wouldn't expect them to do that.
no.
I would have liked them
I mean,
to do
it
it.
is a new
So
generation.
I would have liked them to do it just so I wouldn't have had to like buy Xbox One games as well as buy an Xbox One. Like for the first couple of weeks, I would have liked to be able to play other games from the
Yeah,
first
that- The Star Wars collection is generally a very sound collection. 9 out of 10 for me for the whole thing. Maybe
Yeah.
there was a little bit of some problems with the Lego Star Wars, but you know that was still enjoyable. But generally, on the whole, 9 out of 10 for me for Star Wars series of games, which is very unexpected from taking it from a film, because there's always a bit of a risk with that, because you could just make the game so shit that nobody wants to watch the films, but
Yeah.
the films are good. And
The
Or
good
vice
thing about this
versa.
was you watched
Yeah,
the film
yeah.
first, and you sort of knew what was going to happen, and then you thought, you know what, the film's good, this must be good,
yeah,
and then they made sure it was good.
what did you think of the
Well, overall,
the set of titles with Star Wars? I mean, you didn't play The Force Unleashed, but on the whole,
overall probably about 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. I think that's
1 out of 10.
fairly consistent. I mean, with the Old Republic as well, that's a game that I haven't played, but I know that you have to pay quite a bit to pay a bit of money
they
to
had
actually
3
play a lot.
Battlefront games. They had one on the PSP, I think.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, yeah. I heard
That
about
wasn't
that.
that good though.
No, I don't. No.
It was pretty much
The
Battlefront
PSP
2.
was a bit of a flop, really, in general. I mean,
Aye.
it was all about Nintendo. It is all about Nintendo, like
When it
portable.
comes to the handheld stuff.
Yeah,
Not
Uh,
the Wii U.
That's what you said.
yeah. But
I think.
I don't think we'll talk about Nintendo because we don't know much about
Because
Nintendo.
we're not allowed to because YouTube and Nintendo don't mix.
Oh yeah. In fact, we probably shouldn't even be mentioning Nintendo at all.
No, we can.
And shut up saying it!
Nintendo!
Right, anyway, let's get back to our first question of your favourite first-person shooter.
Yeah, we went massively off
I
task.
think
Well, no, we said Battlefront 2 was up.
Yeah, we did.
Well, all of us.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
all of
You unanimous agree.
Pretty much all of it.
Well, yeah, it was good, but my favourite
Might be a Halo.
is possibly.
Halo 3 was good. Reach was.
Well, we
pretty
never
good.
really played Halo 3 online.
No, we
Like,
won't.
we bought Halo 3 and we had it offline, and then we got it online more or less this time. We got about a year after we got Reach.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Because I remember we did get online
Halo
during
3.
Reach.
I mean,
Yeah.
I played a lot of Halo 3 online, and
it was like a stupidly
Yes.
high rank
Oh.
offline, and then it got reset.
Yeah, we got
and then,
Legend.
and then I got to like a stupidly high rank
We got-
again.
We got Legend offline,
Yeah.
started again, then got to Mythic online.
Yeah.
So we would have been max
So that was
level.
like max range right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Sam was like warrant officer.
Best.
He was always a warrant officer.
Every
Never
day we're going
changed.
like Legend, Mythic, warrant officer.
Well, there you
Warrant
go.
Officer was really hard.
It was
It
really
was.
difficult.
I know.
It was like
Grade
it was,
3. Oh,
it was-
fucking
oh my
took
God.
ages.
half a month.
It literally took me. I mean, because
Infected with me and you.
I got a
Oh,
new.
was
new console.
infection. Yeah.
Certainly in Halo Reach, there were some very good moments. I mean, that was probably the mode that I probably got the most played. not the most playtime out of us, but that's probably the first person shooter that I've had the most playtime on. I did enjoy it. Halo Reach, probably the best memories on that game, definitely.
Forge was pretty good.
Forge was good, but definitely the best first-person shooter for memories-wise. Not actually as a game on the whole, but for memories-wise, Halo Reach was second to none for me. But as a first-person shooter, if we're looking at the Halo series, Halo 3 for the best online at that time, it didn't really have any particular rivals. I mean, Call of Duty did try and contend it, but Halo.
I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, you had like World of War.
Yeah.
It was around the same time as Halo
3,
I think.
Halo was on it at that time, but now Halo 4.
Got fucked.
Nobody really plays that. I haven't played that in ages.
It was pretty good.
What, Halo 4?
Yeah, because everyone was expecting it to be like,
everyone was playing.
I mean,
then everyone just snapped like, this is shit.
This is the big thing. I mean, is someone like is involved with the Halo community like Joe and I were? We didn't particularly think
I was enjoying it for about 6 months.
Yeah.
Then I'd got to max rank. I'd unlocked most of the stuff I wanted. None of the stances because that was fucking difficult. You pretty much had to grind your ass off for it.
Yeah.
And then it was just like a case of, well,
what now?
What now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as a player that hasn't played the Halo stuff before, like let's say if a Call of Duty player went to play Halo, a lot of people enjoyed it. I mean, that's why it got quite high on the reviews. Like, I mean, IGN gave it like 9 out of 10. Shinema gave it almost 10 out of 10, but
although at this stage it's not exactly welcoming to new players.
No, but I haven't played the game in 3-4 months now, so
I haven't played a console in like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, that's a lie. I played it like once, like a couple of days ago.
But
and Joe bought the limited edition.
Yeah, he bought the limited
so
edition.
did I.
Well, it was well, like for the time I played it, I was able to get 6 months out of it, so that was money well spent.
And there's all those massive condom wrappers in there.
Yeah.
It
is true,
yeah.
But I think it's quite hard to talk about the best first-person shooter. I think next year we'd have a better understanding because of all the stuff that's coming out.
Destiny, Titanfall,
so much. Destiny, that's going to be interesting to see how that.
What sort of genre is it? Like open world?
It's open world first-person shooter.
Is it you against other players, or is it
like it's both. Like the main focus, I believe, is kind of like you've got an RPG kind of thing, like single player but with co-op. Think of it as like Borderlands, but bigger.
Is it a bit also like GTA, where if you see a player?
No,
that they have to have like an actual like multiplayer kind of like Call of Duty or Halo. Like they have a separate mode for it.
Right, that'll be interesting to see how that goes. I mean, that's a Bungie game, and obviously that's their first game after
Halo.
Not abandoning, but passing on Halo to 343, which they're under a bit of pressure to deliver. I think because if they don't deliver on this one, on Halo 5, then you're not going to see a Halo community of any form as there were in like Halo 3, because there was quite a big following, or in the previous Halos before Reach at least, there was quite a big following for Halo, and if they don't deliver on Halo 5, then I think that's it. They're not going to be able to recover very well, which is a shame really, but I hope they do deliver, because I think Halo deserves a good recognition with Microsoft and Xbox. But I'm certainly looking forward to seeing what it's like. I mean, I'm not going to be playing it because I'll have a computer, but it'd be nice to see it do well.
I'm
Definitely.
not gonna play it.
No.
You're a Call of Duty
What about you?
boy.
I don't think I will. I mean, I might try it out, like do what people do on Amazon, whereas they buy stuff and they've got the 7-day return thing, and then you can try it for about a week or so.
Well, if it gets good press and things like that.
Unless you throw at the ball.
But no, that's I think that's pretty much cleared up first-person shooter stuff.
There's a lot of MMOs now. That's happening quite a lot.
I love
PlanetSide.
How long has it been since you played it?
PlanetSide.
Yeah.
The Division.
That's the big update that I need to do, and that's why I haven't been playing it, because I know I have to do a massive update.
PlanetSide, yeah, I think that's a good thing to talk about. Yeah, PlanetSide, obviously free to play. You can do quite a lot considering it's free, but it does try and tempt you.
I am yet to spend any money on it.
and you can still compete quite well without spending any money at all. Obviously,
like for the Vanu, the starting carbine that they have and the assault rifle, the iron sights they have are really good.
Yeah.
So just from that, you can do really well.
They obviously do try and encourage you to spend a little bit of money, as you would imagine, but that's obviously coming to the console, PS4.
PS4, yeah.
Only. Sorry, Xbox One.
Suck a D. Well, it's Sony. It's made by Sony Online Entertainment.
You wouldn't expect them to.
You wouldn't expect them to go to Microsoft.
No, you're right. But I think on the console, it's not going to be as good. I'm afraid. I don't think. How many people can you have on the?
I think it's the same player count.
Really?
Yeah, I think it is.
Is it?
Well,
bear in mind, George, my
3,000.
3,000.
George, bear in mind, my computer can run outside.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking that not as many people are going to play it on like a console.
Well, it's free.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I agree with you, Dan. I don't think it's going to get a massive following.
No.
Like, especially because it isn't getting that much hype for the PlayStation.
If you can, like, I'm just saying, for
but it is free.
Halo,
I mean, it is.
You can
free.
hardly find a game sometimes for like 5 other people. I don't think it's going to be quite hard to find 3,000 other people.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
Well, it doesn't work like you all like join a game. Like, it's an active server. So like you join alongside other people that have already joined.
Yeah, I know. We're going to be like 5 people.
It wouldn't be that bad. Like, I imagine there's actually
quite
be quite
funny
a few like outside players
that are
getting a PS4, and then they're going to get that because they know how to play it.
Map, 2 people on each
slowly running like 6 hours later, they get to each other and we're like suicide.
Oh god, that would be
the ultimate
It's
troll.
like DayZ, like recently that's been doing really good. It's like active, about 1 million players every day. And
I don't think I'll play it that much.
Yeah, I'm really not interested in DayZ.
Standalone hasn't got much hype, and the talk of it coming to consoles isn't really helping it.
No. Yeah, Sims 4. I'm gonna buy that.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna buy Sims 4 when that releases next year or 2015. I don't know.
Do you remember
Sims 4.
Sims 3. Well, you made a family.
You used to love that.
I played a Sims game once on
I don't mind
PC.
it. I don't mind it.
It's shipped for Xbox. It's amazing.
It's good on
PC.
Yeah, I was playing it on PC and I accidentally took the stairs away, and I left this little girl at the top of the stairs and she couldn't get down, and I didn't know how to put the stairs back.
And did he just die?
No, she just stand up there crying.
Is it like one of those little girls? Is it like one of those little guys? Is that one of those little girls like Teddy Bear and had real?
It is quite a funny game. I think I'm gonna play it. I
might get back into it.
Yeah, I think you should get it, Joe. It'd be quite funny seeing you piss around on it.
SimCity is something we want.
SimCity, yeah.
It's
alright.
It's
shit. Some people say.
But I think
it looked quite cool to me.
It looks good, but I think if they do another one, me and George might get that.
Yeah. Have we done? Have we talked about everything today, Troy? Is there anything we've missed out? I swear there is. We've talked about Xbox. We've talked about
rape.
Ashby.
Okay, fine.
Might not get included.
Xbox 360, Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
Battlefront.
That's made me so sad. I typed it in like the other day because I haven't heard anything.
Does it say on their actual official website?
They haven't got it on there because it's probably
funny that.
But yeah, you can apply for beta.
Apparently
They're sending out invites for beta. It's very disappointing, Elder Scrolls Online. But you know, if
you can't really do anything.
You can't do anything about it. No, but who cares? Who solely gives a fuck? Not me.
Yeah,
not
you do because you want to play it.
Well, I did, but now I don't give a shit.
I might try and sign up for the beta.
Yeah, I signed up.
For it.
I haven't had a response yet.
Neither. I haven't checked for like 6 months on my email.
But I think what's it? Is that everything?
Emails on my iPod.
Seems like everything.
If I click on my email thing, it just goes beep 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 because there's like 40 emails.
Right.
So I haven't checked.
Troy,
sit then. Yeah.
Tell everyone to fuck off now.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye, motherfuckers.
Like again.
Yeah, like it.
Like it.
Don't dislike.
I mean, we'll do another one.
Joe's
on. Bye.
Joe's already gone.
Okay.
Hey, can we play Planet Side, Joe?
No.
We haven't finished.
I've got a massive update.
We're still recording.
Yeah, it's fine.
The fucking fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Battlefield?
It's better not get cut from the recording.
It's not.
Good.
Alright.
Okay.
Bye.
5 likes.
Bye.
Bye, dickheads.